Hello, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Iframe. I talk about personal finance and career. Today I'll be speaking around mortgage finance, of course, and I'll be talking about the cost that you need to incur in the UK to get a property. There are seven main costs that you need to incur. So I'm going to break this cost down for personal resident buyers and those that are buying to let. So individuals and corporate or investment, if you like. So what are these costs? They're just seven, not a long to chain, and I'm sure that you would need them once you make that decision to want to get your own house. For someone like me, I got my own property in the first year that I started renting in the UK. So I know a few things around this because I've gone through that experience myself. Obviously, the first one is your deposit. This could range between 5% to 25%, usually for individuals. The more deposit you have, usually the better for you because it means the duration of the mortgage loan will reduce usually. Otherwise, what you pay monthly will reduce. It means that the interest they are going to charge you monthly will also reduce. So the higher your deposit, the better. Number two is stamp duty. Usually for first-time buyers, you don't have to pay any stamp duty for properties below 300k, and this is effective from 1st of April 25. The third one is solicitor's fee. What does this do? This covers legal work involved in transferring ownership from the seller and to you. It also includes searches, contracts, and liaising with the seller's solicitors. So you need a solicitor compulsorily in the UK. So that cost, it can range between 800 to 1500 depending on how you negotiate. Of course, most people think that UK prices are fixed. When you sit in the supermarket, you can't negotiate. But you can see there's a range that I gave you for solicitors fees between 800 and 1500 to 1500. So you can negotiate around that range. Then, of course, you have the mortgage broker's fee. This isn't actually compulsory, but it helps you to get many options. If you just go to your bank to find out how much their mortgage is, you might not get a good deal. But with a mortgage broker, they can help you search the range, a wider range of providers, and they'll be able to get you a better deal. So that's the advantage of using a mortgage broker to search for a house or search for a bank that could lend you the loan to buy a house. Then the fifth cost that you need to incur is survey fee. There are three different types of survey that you could have. For most individuals, the basic survey is just enough. What that is a simple assessment of the property condition. So it's not an in-depth survey. You just look at the property, it's really there, and just basic. And that can cost around £250. Then there is a second one, which is the home buyer's report. This one is a lot more detailed and include advice on any defect on the property, and the cost is around 400 to £1,000. Then the third one is the structural survey. This one is even more detailed and it costs around 600 to 1,500. It's comprehensive and is recommended for older and unusual property. So if you're buying older property, it's best to use a structural survey, or do a structural survey to help you assess all the things that could go wrong in a property. Saves you additional cost of repair later if you are able to do this structural survey, especially if you're buying a very old house. So those are the three surveys that you can have, cost that you can incur for survey. Then the sixth one is the valuation fee. Valuation fee is a fee you pay for to evaluate. This is also compulsory, and they help assess the condition of the house and see if the value of the house is really what it is before you make any commitment. So the fee is around £150 to £500, and it depends on who you're speaking to and also probably the value of the house and all of that. That's what determines the fee that you pay. Just ensures that it's worth the amount that you're paying for the house. Then the seventh and final one is the mortgage arrangement fee. This mortgage arrangement fee is a fee that you incur with your banker, usually because they are giving you a loan for your mortgage. They tend to want to charge you some a fee. It's not a lot, and in some occasions they can waive that fee, especially if they are the ones you go to directly. If you're not using a broker, they can waive the fee and just give you a loan, but most lenders will charge you a very small percentage of the fee that you're taking. So those are the seven different costs that you could incur when you are buying a property in the UK. And just to run down those 7 points again: one is your deposit, second is your stamp duty, third is your solicitor's fee, fourth is your mortgage broker, fifth is your survey, and sixth is your valuation fee, and the seventh one is the arrangement fee. So this is for a residential house, the one you want to buy for yourself and stay with yourself or your family. That's that one. Then there is the other bit, the help to buy option. So if you're looking to buy an investment property, but you want to buy and rent out, buy to let, like the name goes, there are still seven costs that you need to worry about, but just the benchmark for stamp duty is different. The cost, the deposit is different. Those are just the different nuances around buy to let. The first one, of course, is the deposit, and deposit would the minimum that they require is 25%. But if you have more, of course, the bankers are always happy to do that. I would encourage you to do more if you can. It actually saves you a lot of interest on the long run. So two is the stamp duty. Stamp duty for investors, you pay additional 5% on top of the regular stamp duty. So for a house of around um, let's say 100K, just using for basic, the stamp duty on that is around 2%. But if you're using it for investment, you pay around 7%. So that's 7K stamp duty. So if the value of the property you're buying is more than 100K, there's a graduated rate that the government charge for investors. So check that out if your property value is more than 100K. And the third one is solicitor's fee. I've explained what that is, and it's around 800 to 1,500. Then you have the mortgage broker's fee, it's around 500 to 1000. They have the survey. The survey is still the same thing with the first category: the basic, the home buyers report, and structural survey. Remember, structural survey for houses that are old or very unusual. Then the sixth, of course, is the valuation fee, and the last one is the mortgage arrangement fee. And this can vary depending on the product and the lender that you're using. I hope you found all of this information useful. Um, I'd encourage you to listen over again so that you can get all of this information and how to go about it. Let me know if you have questions, and we can always discuss them in subsequent videos. But drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on my videos. I'll see you on the next episode. Until next time, bye bye.